Yeah, they were coming in generally from the south, so the direction of the plume was from south to north. On First Alert Doppler, you can actually pick it up right when it developed and then up through about 6 o'clock as it began to disperse. Here's the beginning of that. Watch how that just develops and then drifts off to the north and to east of Cuyahoga Falls. This traveled for about 12 to 13 miles and will do what's called a cross section of it. So here's 10,000 feet up into the air, way above our heads. And you can see this thing at one point reached almost like 8,000 feet. So not what you want to see, right? We want this to continue to disperse. Smoke, by the way, not the only thing that shows up on Doppler radar. A lot of times we get bugs showing up, right? You're familiar with midges and mayflies. They show up every year. And then, of course, birds taking flight. They often show up around sunrise in the morning. We call that a roost ring. It looks like a big ring around the Doppler radar. And then my favorite thing to see on the radar, because I used to actually live next door to an arsenal, is military chaff. Those are materials released into the atmosphere to confuse enemy radar systems. And yes, they do sometimes show up on radar, and they trick us into thinking it may be raining when we know it's not. We'll have your forecast for tomorrow's stormy afternoon coming up in just a bit. It's good to see you again on this Thursday. All day I have thought it was Friday. Anyone else? Okay, Chris thinks it's Wednesday. I think it's Friday. I'm here to assure you it is in fact Thursday, and tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow is also a 19 First Alert Weather Day. We issue these when we feel the weather will have a significant impact on your day, and that's the case tomorrow because we're going to have some storms coming through during the second half of the day. First half of the day, at least through 11 a.m., is pretty quiet, but you'll wake up tomorrow to more cloud cover and warmer temperatures. You know, it's been kind of like cool over the last several mornings. It won't be that way tomorrow. It's not going to be hot, but it's going to be in the 60s. No more 40s out there, and a couple isolated showers. This is actually our final warmer day tomorrow until next Tuesday. It'll be sharply cooler for the weekend. Highs in the low 80s tomorrow. This is 11. You notice stuff is starting to pop up here. So afternoon plan for scattered showers and thunderstorms, some of which, and you can see here on First Alert Doppler Future View, that some of these may be on the stronger side. Main threat, strong winds, heavy rain. I would have an indoor backup plan if you have outdoor plans. I think our better severe potential is away from Lake Erie and east of 77, but we'll be watching that closely. Plan for rain no matter where you live in our viewing area. Evening plans, still rainy out there, but our severe threat will be lower as it gets later and later. And then after that, the pattern just totally shifts. It's been gorgeous all week, but this weekend, it's only going to be in the 60s for high temperatures. That 63 on Saturday will feel really raw because it's going to be so blustery. And we will have a few showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder Saturday. We clear out in the evening. Look how cold. 47, more than 10 degrees below average. Sunday is at 10 degrees to the number below average. Cool, breezy, 68. And of course, for the Browns game, that means cooler than average weather. But I think when you're surrounded by, a million of your